Everybody, it's Anthony. Just got back from the school board meeting. Not the outcome I was hoping for, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you're the pigeon, sometimes you are the statue. And tonight I was the statue, and it forced a change in my life. And as Nietzsche said, the snake that cannot shed its skin must perish. So as I shed my old skin, I wanted to communicate with people some thoughts. And I'm aware I'm talking to students and past students and parents. You can tell some of these messages are for some people, so just bear with me as I attempt to get my thoughts out. Number one, I heard a frustration, and unfortunately, what the right thing to do isn't always the legal thing to do. Legality doesn't constitute ethics. However, in my opinion, ethics is the most important thing. I would rather get fired from the school with my ethics than compromise them and keep my job. You know, the story of Socrates choosing to drink the hemlock to keep his ethics intact. He chose death over hemlock. Now, I'm not biologically dying, but my occupation's dying, but I hope I can leave it with my ethics intact. To me, that's important. Number two is more of a, I don't want to say a negative thought, but it's a, if you can do me a favor. I was hearing a lot of real absolutist talk saying, all the school board, all those people up there. Point of note, there's what, 10, 12 people up there? Some of those people are lovely people. Please don't lump them in. And, you know, for people who are getting personal with school board members, listen, they're trying to do the right thing. They were told information from the district and acting upon that. So please don't make it personal. I was hearing personal attacks. If it's okay, you don't have to like somebody, but please treat them as an individual, not a collective group. If you can do that for me, I would appreciate it. Now, this third one is most important to me is that the amount of gratitude I have for people, I really, words fail me. You know, my cup runneth over with the gratitude. And that is, first and foremost, my wife, who has been remarkable, my children, my family, the community, present students, former students. I mean, to see all those red shirts and see people in the parking lot with signs, you know, I kept my emotions in check just out of practicality, but words escaped me how much gratitude I have for all of you who took the time to support me with the petitions and everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is such a gift. It is such a gift. And I think one of the few people in the world that got to hear all these nice things about you while you're alive. Unfortunately, sometimes the only time people says something nice about people is when they're dead and they can't hear it. So I guess what you can take from that is that if you feel something positive for somebody, express it. And I'm just overwhelmed by the outpouring of support. And I'm not going to name names or this video would be a half hour long. You know who you are. Thank you. You have my gratitude. You have my love. Thank you. Okay, here's my final thought. I felt the frustration. I felt the anger. In my opinion, the best revenge is a life well lived. And there were some people very frustrated with, you know, this, that, and the other thing. Live well. I know. I get it. I'm talking to my students. You're frustrated. Teachers are bailing out. You have a ton of subs. Do well despite that. Push yourselves. Just say, I did well despite that. To the teachers who are still working in the district who are frustrated, you work hard every day. I see you. But if you can step up just a little more, bring a little more empathy, a little more love, a little more energy to help. It's unfortunately, as you lose team members, other members have to, it's kind of a next person up, have to step up. And, you know, I'm not going to lie to you. Tonight was painful. Tonight was difficult. And there are people there I don't care for. I'm not going to say it personally, but my revenge is I'm going to live better than you. And with enough time, I win. You were rotten to me. I don't have to get mad. I don't have to get insulting. I'm just going to live better than you and have a smile on my face. And to me, that's the way to go. So I would ask the students and teachers to try to bring a little bit about that. So try to channel that frustration into something positive. And last message to my beloved wrestling team, you know, the thing I'm so passionate about. I love wrestling and I love this team and it breaks my heart. First of all, I'm thankful you have a wonderful coach filling in Coach McWhirter. So do good by him. And if you can do anything for me. Just do anything for me. Stick with the sport. Work to your utmost. Have a season that exceeds your expectations, and that when you're my age, you can look back and say, I left everything out there. And believe me, if you stick with wrestling, okay, when you're my age, you might have a difficulty like I'm having. What's getting me through it is because I wrestled as a kid. So please buy into that, wrestlers, and push yourself. And if you can do anything for me, is when I see you, you can say, hey, Salsiccioli, I gave 100%. That's what I'm looking for. So, for people who are like last thought, for people who are saying, like, I'll never see you again, listen, I live 7 miles from Clarenceville. My gag order is lifted clearly because I'm talking finally after 60 something days freely. Get in touch with me. To my students, I'll write your letter of rec. Keep in touch. To the alum, it was great to see a lot of you after so many years. And I guess I just want to end with tremendous gratitude. Find a place where there is joy and it burns out the pain. And seeing the support and the love I had brought a lot of joy and it burnt out the pain. So thank you for everybody who was part of my journey at Clarenceville, and hope to see you again. And stay well until we meet again.